we're gonna ranking the last 5 palettes I used. I always pick out 7 palettes, but I usually end up using 5. I pick out 7 because sometimes I do use 7, sometimes I use 5. Depends on my mood when I get up to do makeup, you know? It depends. I planned to use 7 last week, only got up and used 5 because, listen, we were in a heat wave. There was no way I was doing makeup during the week. It was not happening. So, let's rank these babies. I usually start from 1 and then go to 5 because it's easier for me to count that way. Just start 1 and go to 5. So, the palette in number 1 spot would be Cara Beauty Behind the Mask. You guys wouldn't have seen this look, but I do have it on my Instagram. The look I did with this, which is just Keeks. I think it's Keeks 24. If I'm correct on my Instagram, it's not the last Lucian, it's just Keeks 24. I've had that Instagram for forever, so. But here's our inside. A very pretty look with this palette. I think this is probably one of my favorite palettes from Cara Beauty. This one, and then the other mask palette that goes with this palette. I love it. It's very pretty. This bottom row would make a good latte. These 2 shades right here, and then below would make a good latte look. Latte makeup, look, nude makeup is making a comeback. Palette number 2 for me would be the Cremated palette from Jeffree Star. Listen, I love this palette. Obviously, when he released it, he kind of couldn't help that. Obviously, he had to hold it back. It was during the COVID release. You know, that was a rough time for everybody. That was just rough, okay? The timing was off. Everything was delayed, so that was the controversy behind this. The shit hit the fan. Alright. So what would you want the man to do? That's the drama behind that. That's what I gathered. It happens. But other than that, this is fantabulous. I love this palette. I say he did a picked a great name for it, by the way. What am I? Fantabulous Halloween release. Like I said, setbacks. You had setbacks with this. I loved using this palette. And I'm glad I bought this. I use this palette a lot. Palette number 3, that's 2 fingers, I'm gonna put up 3 fingers, is the Citrus Punch palette from Simply Posh. Listen, I have a speech impediment, and sometimes things work, and sometimes words do not work coming out this mouth. So, there's that. This palette worked with me. I used it this week, and it worked. It actually worked. Beautiful. This is a hit. This palette right here is a hit and miss for me. Definitely a hit and miss. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it does not work. And this time around, when I did use it, it worked fabulous. So I was very happy about that. It was great. I had a grand old time. Wasn't mad about it. Very happy. Very happy. So yeah. Oh, and this shimmer was a fabulous shimmer. It's orange. It looks pink when I show it to you, but it's very orange when you swatch it and apply it to your lid. Palette number 4 in our ranking is the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette. Love it. This palette, every time I use it, it works. Although the shade Ray is it's a beautiful shade. I have it on right now on my lid. She is a very powdery shade, which is unusual if you use Beauty Bay shimmers. They're usually just that putty formula, and we all know putty formula is hard to pick up on your brush. This shade is just the monstrosity, and she's everywhere. Okay, everywhere. But it's the only powdery shade in this palette, but I love this palette. I use 2 shades out of her, and I don't know, I just really love it, and that's why she's in 4. And coming in rank 5, I almost forgot what I was on number wise, is Made by Mitchell, Head in the Clouds, and this is just in rank 5, mainly because I used 2. That's why this is in rank 4, it's just because I used 2. This is the Made by Mitchell. I just used this shade, and then I used the shade right next to it. Both shades I used were very nice. The shimmer was very metallic, very good, blended in great. The matte, very nice, very solid, blended in well. Loved it. I think it went very well. I will let you know if things don't work out. Believe me, I will let you know, because I have things that just don't work out, and I'll let you know if they don't. Because golly, do they rank low, okay? Sometimes when I do these rankings, things rank low because I only use like 1 or 2 shades, so I just rank them low because I can't rank them higher because I used 1 or 2 shades, and I don't feel like they need to be ranked higher, because to me, I'm falsely ranking them higher, and I don't want to rank them higher based on false, you know, just to give them a higher ranking, so they get ranked lower because we used a couple shades. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Now, they are ranked lower because I had a struggle, like we're on a struggle bus. We're gonna let you know. I have to rank high because I absolutely loved them. Like the Car Beauty palette. Had a great time with that palette. Fantabulous. We'll let you know. You know what I mean? But these are just palettes I used last week. I loved them. I thought they all did great, even if I only used 1 or 2 shades. So, yeah. That's it. That's how our rankings go. Our truthful rankings here. I'm just gonna rank things to rank things. I just rank what we used last week. So I figured I'd do these every week. Just give you insight how we're doing, why we're ranking, how they get ranked. Quit my babbling. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. I like to do daily looks. Try to anyway. Yeah. Like and subscribe if you want. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.